error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Williams is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then it's Brooks. And it's Gillespie in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, the wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
5 to shoot. Williams finds Brooks. The Suns need to get a shot off. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
Brooks outside. Gillespie, the pass to O'Neal. They set the pick from the arc. That one doesn't go. Sharp against Allen. To the middle. And finished off by Avdia.
Great hop. Avdia got way up there.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Gillespie, the pass to Brooks. Fade away. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Here's Avdia. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, when Avdia shoots the ball, it just looks right. Great form.
And here is Brooks. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. O'Neal dishes to Brooks. Stolen by Avdia. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. It's good. Avdia's got 6.
You got to have some fight to play in this league. Avdia's showing plenty.
Suns still looking like they're getting going here. Searching for their first points of the game. Brooks outside. Shoots over Avdia. Phoenix no good that time either. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Kamara. Here's Sharp. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Here we go, Laker fans.
It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. In the third spot, Mark Williams.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Here's Gillespie. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Clock at 2, hits it from three-point range.
Well, it took them 4 tries to get their first bucket. Let's see if they can build off that.
Pass to Sharp. Klingon the screen for Sharp. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Sharp's got 5.
An aggressive response by Sharp, refusing to let the opposition get the better of it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Portland has possession following the score by Phoenix. Here's Sharp, his last outing with 20 points. O'Neal looking around. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Denny Avdija. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Sharp. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Mark Williams.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaden Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Sharp. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Hey, Greg, after 2 seasons in Milwaukee, how about Damian Lillard going back to the Blazers roster, even as he works his way back from the Achilles?
And in the meantime, he gets to watch this relatively young group compete. Their activity and defensive edge should pair nicely with his offensive brilliance next season.
Allen. The rebound by Sharp.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Suns trail by 9. Gillespie, the pass to Williams. Now Allen. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Avdija. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Short, that's good.
Well, it seems like all of these guys come into the league now with great handles, and Sharp is no exception.
Brooks, a screen. O'Neal passes to Gillespie. From outside the arc, Avdija with the rebound. And so it's Avdija with it. He brings it up for Portland. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, and then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Now is the time for Smackers Awesome fans. Join me in thanking your Blazer Jackson.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 14. Here's Gillespie, still without a basket. Kicks it out to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak, nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Holiday. Klingon's got his second basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Allen kicks to Brooks. Shoots over Avdija. Brooks misses.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And the Trailblazers, another three.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Gillespie, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Williams dishes to Brooks. Kicks it out to Allen. Williams, a screen on Sharp. Allen. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find the handle.
Suns trail by 16. And here's Brooks from outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brooks has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Pass to Sissoko. Love outside. Now Grant. Driving the lane, and the dunk by Grant.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Allen. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Krejci passes to Yang. Here is Love. Pass to Sissoko. 5 on the clock. Here's Grant. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA, but now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Grant. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Pass to Love. Fires from the line. Misses off the left iron. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Goodwin feeling it out. Allen for 3. Cans it from downtown. Allen's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get back.
Pass to Krejci. 1:14 left in the first. For 3, Love. Rebound by Williams. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 10-2 run here. To the paint. A kick out to O'Neal. Suns moving the ball around. Allen right side. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Sissoko. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Here's Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And as his career has progressed, Dan, Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
And the first one drops.
Well, this guy's a classic example of hard work paying off. Jeremy Grant has developed into a very impactful player.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Sharp's checked in. And for the Suns, Iguodaro's checked in. And it's done in for O'Neal. Both shots good from the stripe.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Grant. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Krejci. Now Sharp from deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he could.
And so it's Shaedon Sharp making highlights for the Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Portland.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Goodwin out there with Green. Then there's Dunn. And it's Iguodaro in at the 5 spot. Sharp finds Grant. Sharp sets the pick for Grant. Back to Sharp. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, the lack of effort they showed on the glass is just unacceptable. And I'm sure the coaching staff will let them know about it.
Here's Krejci. Drills the leaner. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Well, he decided to go with the leaner there. Didn't look like there was a lot of defensive pressure though.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back over to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following Jalen Green's 3. They set the pick. Yang passes to Sharp. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Here's Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Free throw drops for Green. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide, you got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
Wesley, the pass to Sharp. Kicks it out to Grant. From past the arc. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, he didn't come into the league with great range, but Grant worked hard, and now he is really good from out there.
There's a screen. To the middle. Pass to Gillespie. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Grant kicks to Wesley. Back to Grant. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, a little aggressiveness pays off for Grant inside. And as a coach, you love to see that effort.
Here's Gillespie, covered by Wesley. Gillespie, the pass to Green. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's Wesley. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Avdia's checked in for the Trailblazers.
1 shot.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Now here's Green. He has 7. Looking to end the run. Misses his 2nd shot in 4 attempts from the field. Trailblazers leading by 15. Avdia, the pass to Yang. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Here's Sharp, and it's Grant in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Wesley. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. He gets that one. Wesley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Phoenix making a change. O'Neal's checked in. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Jeremy Grant.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Suns trail by 17. Green deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sharp finds Avdia. Outside Holiday. Back to Sharp. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Green, the pass to Gillespie. And here is Brooks. Brooks with a screen on Avdia. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Holiday. Back to Sharp. Shot clock at 3. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, when Sharp is on, he is on. You see why the team is so excited about his future.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Avdia against Allen. Pass to Gillespie. Screen by Allen to stop the drought. Phoenix no good that time either.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Klingon. Bounce pass from Sharp. Holiday, the pass to Sharp. The kick out to Holiday. Trains the three-pointer. Holiday's got 9 points.
Well, Holiday finds ways to score inside and from beyond the arc.
Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Pass to Green. The 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. Avdia's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Sharp against Green. Back to Kamara. And the wide-open shot from Avdia. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now Klingon. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Brooks. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Outside Green. Nobody near Allen. Good as Green picking up the assist. 11 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Gillespie. Then Avdia making his last shot. Pass to Green. Fires for 3. Avdia with the rebound.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do. Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Suns also making a change. Williams has checked in. On defense, Phoenix. Avdia finds Holiday, and the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Avdia on the wing. Klingon the screen for Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Brooks in the corner. And the 3 off target. Portland's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Grant, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. O'Neal on the wing. Here's Gillespie, guarded by Holiday. Gillespie, that's good. Portland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Pass to Kamare. Now, here's Grant.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Grant's got 15.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Brooks outside. Pass to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gillespie. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Gillespie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Holiday looking for an opening. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Pass to O'Neal, puts up a 3, and the Suns another 3.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Inside. Now Kamara. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Grant for 3. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Klingon.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Gillespie, the pass to Williams. And here is Allen. Brooks outside. Allen outside. Back to Brooks. Launches it. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Grant. Over O'Neal. No good from 11 feet. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers controlling the game, and the scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Portland Trailblazers.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 14 points.
Yeah, foul line down is where Holiday does a lot of his best work.
Here's Gillespie. Down low. Here's Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. Sharp against Allen. Sharp the pass to Holiday. Here's Avdia. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Williams. Here's Allen. Williams sends a screen for Allen. Buries it from three-point range. 14 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
They get it back. A nice shot by Klingon. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Gillespie. He's got 5. Allen shot is off. Outside, Avdia. And the basket by Kamara.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Allen. Portland making their last shot to the inside. 4 on the shot clock. Klingon with the block.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the Suns call time.
It's dance time in Portland.
And now, with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. Donovan Klingon on top.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. O'Neal kicks to Brooks. Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Williams sets a screen for Allen. 4 on the clock. Here's Gillespie. No good from outside.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Sharp finds Kamara. Now here is Holiday from downtown. They grab their own miss. Here's Sharp. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Allen. Williams, a screen on Sharp. Allen's shot is off. Portland has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And when you watch Kamara, Coach, what stands out to you the most?
Well, look, I think what stands out the most is his athletic ability and his energy. Those things he brings every night, and he gets a lot done with those. And then his skills just continue to improve. And as they do, the sky's the limit.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said, the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you guys.
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. Sinks the three-pointer.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Here's Gillespie. 5 points in the game. Allen outside. A kick out to O'Neal. Here's Gillespie. Allen outside. Here's Gillespie. Pass to Brooks. Goes back up. The rebound by Holiday.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And good that time. Sharp's got 17.
Look, that's a great move. Sharp has shot creation ability with tight hands.
Here's Gillespie. O'Neal outside. Allen outside. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his court.
And he's good on the three ball. Sharp's got 20.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Bring in with the block. Up top, Sharp, defended by Allen. Sharp with it. He's got 20. And there it is for him. Sharp's got 10 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Gillespie. He's got 5 to stop the run. And it's Portland with the rebound. Avdia's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Kamare. And Sharp has it in the corner. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Here's Gillespie. Brooks outside. And here is Allen. Got it. Good job in the low post. Allen's got 16 points.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
On the wing, Holiday. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Well, Phoenix shooting around 41% on the night. Brooks with no one around. Drills it from outside. He's got 12.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Back to Holiday. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Sharp missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Here's Gillespie. Portland grabs the miss. Klingen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Trailblazers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Now, here's Sharp. He's got 25. A nice shot by Klingen. Klingen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what's scary about Klingen, he's still learning how to score around the rim. Donovan will only get better.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Sharp. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Holiday sets the pick for Avdia. Rebounded by Allen. And for the Suns, they're shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Trailblazers shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Stolen by Brooks. Allen outside. The kick out to O'Neal. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
For 3.
Allen's got 4 assists in the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 16. Outside, Avdia. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds here tonight. From deep, Brooks. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Avdia finds Klingon. Now, here is O'Neal. 6 points for him. Pass to Gillespie. Williams, a screen on Sharp. Now Williams. Klingon covering. Clock at 6. Klingon with the steal. And now Portland on the break. It's stolen by Allen. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Gillespie, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Allen. Pass to Gillespie. Shot clock at 5. Over Klingon. And it's Gillespie missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Klingon, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Pass to Gillespie. Allen outside. And the Suns miss again.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Now here is Holiday. 16 points for him. Here's Avdia. And it falls over the rim and in. That's 12 points for Denny Avdia.
Well, you can tell Avdia has put in the work on his jump shot. It's so polished.
Here's Gillespie. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
Here's Sharp. That one goes. Count it. Sharp's got 27 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Trailblazers delivering the blowout. From Portland, we're back in a moment. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Suns, they've got Dunn. Jalen Green is out there with Goodwin. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Iguodala in at the center, locking down the middle. Down low, Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
Pass to Goodwin. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
It's tipped. Here's Iguodala, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
First one falls for him. And Portland making a change here. Cook's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And for Portland, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Great, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket I'm fine with that.
Buries it from three-point range. Allen's got 19 points.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Cook, the pass to Grant. Here's Krejci. Here's Sissoko. Fires from deep. Iguodala grabs the rebound. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. The 3. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Yang. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Nice pass. It's good to see Grant getting others involved.
And here is Green. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Sissoko. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Grant. Can't nail the jumper. Suns shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Iguodala. And here is Allen. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's Sissoko, defended by Allen. Here's Krejci, and that one's on target from the wing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Just a good one. Allen surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Goodwin. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Krejci, guarded by Green. The shot. No good from Grant.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Goodwin passes to Green. Allen outside. Pass to Goodwin. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Grant. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Yang, defended by Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And he can't get the first one. Williams, he's checked in for Cook. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. And he's good on the second. Here's Gillespie. Pass to O'Neal. O'Neal sets the screen for Brooks. With the teardrop. Now O'Neal. Allen for three. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Banked in off the glass.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Gillespie, the pass to Williams. Brooks outside. Pass to Gillespie. Allen left side. Drains it from 17 feet out. Allen's got 21.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's Krejci. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. Greg, that's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Grant against Brooks. Williams. And then Williams slams it in. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. The Trailblazers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Sissoko. It's hauled in by the Suns. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Gillespie. And here is Allen. A kick out to O'Neal. Allen outside. No good with the triple.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch. He was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Here's Sissoko. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, Hansen.
First free throw is good. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Well, Phoenix shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Brooks, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Brooks. Over in the corner, Allen. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
3 points.
Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. Wesley the pass to Sissoko. Wesley with the screen on Brooks. Here's Sissoko. Brooks covering. Here's Yang. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal
That's
foul.
on Mark Williams.
First team foul. At the line for Portland, Hansen, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
He doesn't get the second one. For Phoenix, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's now 26 points for Allen.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Grant down low. O'Neal's there. And the dunk by Grant.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
From deep, Brooks kicks it out to Allen. Another shot. He can't get that one to fall. Trailblazers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Off target from three-point range. The Suns shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Grant against Brooks. There's the three. It's hauled in by Sissoko.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Here's Grant. Good, nice job down low. Grant's got 21.
Well, he is putting up some numbers tonight. Jeremy Grant getting it done.
Gillespie, the pass to Allen. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Gillespie. Now Allen beyond the arc. They get it again, and Williams is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Love outside. Now here's Grant, guarded by O'Neal. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 4 to shoot. Grant for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Brooks finds O'Neal. Allen for the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. He's got 29 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And Portland making a change here. Krejci's checked in. And that one misses. Suns shooting here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. Williams kicks to Brooks. Outside Williams, pass to Gillespie. Off the left rim and out. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Yang. From outside, off the mark. Allen passes to Gillespie. And So Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific